Hello, my name is Julio Candanoza, and I was asked to investigate about the furniture industry with mainly wooden products, looking to expand in the country of Egypt. In my investigation, I found out that Egypt does not have a high demand in wooden products, given that there is not so much of this resource, of wood resource, so the demand is not as high. For this project, I investigated 5 quantitative variables and 5 qualitative variables, which I'm going to explain later on. First of all, for the quantitative variables, the 5 variables I chose were the GDP, the gross domestic product, the inflation rates, the external debt, the imports of wood, and the foreign reserves of Egypt. For these variables, I think that the most important variables are the next 2 ones. The GDP, because the GDP measures the size of the economy and how well it is performing in the country. I also chose as one of the most important variables the imports of wood variable, because it reveals the demand the country has over the products, in this case furniture that is mostly wooden. Also, talking about the most important variables, I chose the external debt variable because this will reveal how the economy is performing and if it could sustain itself later on or now in the present. And also, we cannot count out the inflation rate, given that this will prove us if the prices of the country are rising, staying the same, or decreasing. The graph I'm going to show you next, it shows the GDP and how it changes in the country of Egypt throughout the years. Now, for the qualitative variables, I decided to choose the next 5 variables, which are the Gini, the Global Peace Index, the Rule of Law Index, the Democracy Index, and the Youth Unemployment Index. This last one measures how much unemployment there is between the ages of 15 to 24-year-old citizens of Egypt. These last variables matter a lot to a company, given that they measure how much of the environment the country has and how it can affect the company's performance in the country. And it is a decisive factor when deciding to enter a new market in a new country, in a new environment a company is not used to.